What's good, YouTube? My name is Dave, otherwise known as Dave Cuts Hair on Instagram and YouTube. You can check me out on there. And today we got a 1.5 on top with a ball fade on the side. So right now you can see I'm putting in my first guideline, the ball guideline with my trimmers. I don't recommend everybody stamping the ball line in, because you might not be able to get it back if you haven't, if your tools aren't set the right way and everything. But I got this pair adjusted so that they're not as close when I stamp that line in. It's pretty easy to get out. And right here, we're doing the first panel, which is going to be the blade open. And I'm just working from closed all the way open, moving up that panel just to knock that line out. And you don't want to move on until that first panel is clear. So now we're moving to the one guard. I got the one guard. I believe it's closed. Yeah, it's closed. Here we go. That's a better angle. There's that one guard closed. And I'm just brushing the hair down as I move through the panel, making sure I brush it. This is the half guard. And we're just kind of wiping away that panel that we made with the one guard closed. My goal is to try to get through the system as quickly as possible and then move on to the next panel. That way you can get through the fade as fast as possible, and you'll have more time at the end to kind of detail the cut and put the finishing polish on it. Here's my number 2. And that is closed. My number 2 is closed. I think I started with it open. There's the 1.5 guard. All we're doing is just lightening up that line. You're gonna see we lighten up that line right there until it's gone. Jumping down to that one guard and slowly close it up as you work down. So that's my system. My first panel, I put the first panel in and work up to get it out. Put the second panel in, work up to get it out. And then from there, I'm fading down from my highest guard, whether it's a 2 or a 3 or whatever. But that's pretty much the system that I use, fade down to meet that number 1 guard. And probably the half guard will probably be the last one I use, just to clean up some spots. Yeah, like right there. Right here, we're moving on to the beard, just kind of blending that in. He's trying to grow it out, even though that thing don't want to grow, but he's trying to grow it out. So we're just gonna blend in the top. And fade it out, just slowly. Same steps that I used on the side of the head are the same steps that I'm gonna use in the beard area to fade. So we're gonna go from, we started with the 1 and just work our way down. Work our way down while moving up, if that makes sense. Sorry for the camera being a little bit blurry right there. I'm working from my phone. I had no idea that it was doing that. But hopefully I'll have something that'll be able to correct this soon. Keep that on the hush hush. And you see, again, we've just put that first panel in and worked our way up, going from closed to working the blade all the way open until that panel is blended out. And now here we got the number 1 panel. And again, taking that half guard and working our way up through the panel until it's completely blended out. And if you have to drop down like I just did to the blade open, touch up a little stuff, then go ahead. Right now we're back to that number 2, and I did start open, just coming off the shape of his head, and then closed it up. And then moved down to the 1.5. You see I use the same steps on this side as I did on the other side. Again, creating that first panel, working up to blend it out, create the second panel, working up to blend it out. There we go, now it's clear. And then create that third panel, which is not even really a panel because you're pretty much coming off the shape of the head at that point, but then working down from there. And fading that last bit out. The back here I did a little bit differently. Instead of making a first panel, I just worked straight up the head until the blade was open, then made my second panel with the number 1 guard, and here I'm using that half and the blade open to blend it out. There, go to number 2. Fade right into the top. Coming off the shape of the head, I'm not really digging in. I want to keep all that dark. I'm already he already gets a pretty high fade as it is, so you don't want to take it up too much in the back to where it kind of loses the shape of the fade. And here we're gonna line my mans up with the new Andis GTX skeleton trimmers. I like these, they're cool. They're not set too sharp, so I've been using them on kids and the whole 9. They're pretty cool. Under people's neck, like, it doesn't really irritate. My gold FX under people's neck it's kind of sharp for them, but these drones are nice. Look at that, no flinching, nothing. Most of the time with the front lineup, I like to start in the middle, but if they've got like a kind of like a high point that's not in the middle, then I like to start there. But if it's pretty much the same all the way across, then I'll start in the middle. Now we're using the shaver just to clean up the bottom of the fade, make it pop a little more, get it all the way to bald. Right, under the neck too. I always ask, or I try to always ask my clients if I can put the shaver under there, because some people can't. They can't take the shaver underneath their neck. They'll bump up and stuff like that, and I don't want that to happen. So I always ask, even if I have to ask somebody, like, one time they come in and then I'll ask, and then the next time they come in I'll ask again, just to be sure. I don't want to mess around and get nobody bumps. That mess sucks. Here's the razor. This will be my first barber tutorial on YouTube, you guys. So if y'all like it, please, hit the like button, share, and hit that bell so you can get notified when there's new videos coming out, when I put new tutorials out. I'm gonna try to, I did my first class at a hair school the other day, so I'm gonna try to turn that into like a video for you guys. That way you guys can check that out. But yeah, give me some feedback in the comments what you guys think about this cut. You see we doing a color enhancement. We started with the Tune 45 no drip. I just recently started using this little like tan color pencil thing. It's cool. I like the way it makes the lineup pop after you use color, after you use color enhancement, after you use Tune 45, because I can't really think of another color enhancement that I like. Even the Kiss Express mixed with alcohol, like sometimes it'll clog up my machine or something like that, but this no drip, that's the truth. And we're just kind of blending that line away so it's not so thick around his hairline. I want it to look like there's nothing even there. It just looks white. Why does it look so white around his face? Is his skin dry? No, he's just sharp. Here we go. That's the finished product. What y'all think, man? My man Waves is spinning, his lineup crazy. Kept the back dark, cover up that nugget of his. That fade is blurry, man. What y'all think, man? You like the haircut? Let me know in the comments. Like and share. And hopefully I'll see y'all in the next video, man. Dave Cuts Hair. Follow me on Instagram too. And subscribe to the YouTube channel, y'all. All right, man. Peace.